Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is Big Beats Inc. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to show you guys what I do to stock up on items that are so necessary during our battles. You know, sitting around waiting for our box to grow is not the most efficient way to do things. So I decided to go ahead and go out and find some paths that are going to be very beneficial to and quick to grabbing pretty much all the stuff that you need to sustain great battles. So without a further ado, let's check it out. Okay, so what we're going to do first before we start is we are going to use a couple loadouts. The first one is going to be under the items. We're going to make a gathering loadout. We're basically just clearing everything out of there so we have plenty of room to gather whatever we desire. And the second one is going to be an equipment loadout, mainly because we want to max out our botany, or botanist, and the geologist, as well as adding aquatic and polar mobility. That is because we're going to be running through some water, and we really don't want to slow down. We want to do this as fast as possible and be as efficient as possible while we're collecting these items, and that'll do it. You don't really need much else than that. You know, if you have the gems to use, great. If you don't and you have some sets, that's perfect, and try to get as high as possible, basically because each one of those things are going to increase our amount that we gathered and how fast we can run through tougher terrain. I'm just going to go ahead and set this on low rank. We're not really trying to challenge monsters, so high rank or master rank is unnecessary. We're just trying to run through the land as fast as possible and efficiently, and that leads me to my next point. When we get in there, it's best to eat first. You know, we want to eat for stamina because we're going to be doing some long distance running as fast as possible. So again, the goal is to run as fast as possible, grab these materials, and get back to the tent and dump them off. There is a lot of materials along this path. I choose not to grab a lot of them. You know, my aim is to grab certain materials, and we'll review that once I get in there into the tent when we're finished with the run. But you know, feel free to modify the run however you want to. You can in essence fill your entire bag up with stuff. Now it's going to take a little bit longer. You know, my runs average about 3.5 minutes each, which is pretty quick. And you know, once we see the spoils, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And you know, you can just rinse and repeat, and you're going to have yourself a mighty fine score. If you take, you know, 30 minutes a couple times a week or so, you can really have a stock full of inventory. Plus, you know, of course, we're working our boxes like crazy, and honestly, this allows me to focus on 4 of the same things at once, using the same catalyst types, whatever you know gives them the bonus. And as I'm grinding, you know, the box is filling up, and I'm still just well stocked up. It's pretty awesome. All right, so we're at the end of the run. I think I clocked that at around 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's take a look at the spoils that we got. We got 8 bitter bugs, we got 10 blue mushrooms max, we got 7 antidotes, 5 herbal meds max, we have 3 flash pods max, we have 8 honeys, we have 8 trank bombs max, 6 god bugs, 7 sleep herbs, 10 nullberries, and then we also had a extra parashroom and an extra flash bug. So just doing some quick simple math, you are looking at 80 bitter bugs, 100 blue mushrooms, 80 honey, 80 trank bombs, 60 god bugs, 100 nullberries in about 30 minutes. So the last thing I want to show you guys is how I gather raw meat. It's so simple, it's ridiculous, and you guys may be familiar with this already, but I haven't found a way that I can get rations. Maybe if you can leave some comments below and let me know how you acquire rations. I didn't see any on the provisioner, but I maybe need to double check. Anyhow, this is just a quick way to gather some raw meat and to turn it into well done steaks, and it takes no time at all. And much like the other video, all you have to do is rinse and repeat. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the content. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys have other alternative ways that you guys stock up your supply. I'd love to add that into my routine. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.